What's up, everybody? Merry Christmas. Welcome to the channel. We are out here on Tybee today to try and catch something big. I've got the big rods only out, and we are going to see what we can put together. Some big redfish, sharks, maybe some speckled trout, something using cut whiting for bait. We're going to talk about that as I get them out, but honestly, Merry Christmas. I just want to say Merry Christmas to everybody. And given my bad timing, if you are actually watching this on Christmas, then it really is a Christmas miracle. So we are going to get things going here. We've got the big rods out, like I said. I've got a couple things set up first so we can get started. I'll get some bait on and I'll talk to you about it. All right, guys, so we're using the big guns again, and this is only the second time I've had them out. So I gotta give another shout out to Mike for hooking me up with these dope Penn Spin Fisher 8500 size reels that I've got on Penn Squadron 3, excuse me. 10-foot medium heavy rods with 50-pound braid, which is the maximum for these rods, really. Up to a fish finder style rig with a snap swivel and a 6-ounce Sputnik sinker to a bead, to a swivel, 50-pound fluoro leader, to, I believe this is either a 5 or 6-aught circle hook with a whiting head. And over here I have the exact same setup again, just a different color bead, similar length and same weight leader to a, I believe that's an octopus circle hook, but with another cut piece of whiting. And I'm about to put those out. So I am somewhat targeting sharks. I'm targeting large predatory fish, big redfish, big drum, or sharks within the keeper eater size range. We're looking forward to the tide getting a little farther out so I can go out on the bar. I need to get some waders. Feel a little bit more comfortable going out there when the tide's up. Just one out. Here's the other one. About to go out. And then we're going to set up similar rigs on the two slightly smaller setups, but with just smaller pieces of cut whiting and slightly smaller hooks, which are the ones that are more likely to get some of the more slot size reds or some speckled trout or something, or some weak fish. All right, so we got the two rods over there. This is the third rod that's going out. This is a Daiwa FT 10-foot surf rod with a Penn Pursuit 2 6000 with, I believe, 30-pound braid on it, Power Pro braid, down to a snap swivel with a 4-ounce Sputnik, a bead, to a snap swivel with a 30-pound fluorocarbon leader, a little bit shorter than the 50s over there, and a smaller chunk of cut whiting there. And we're gonna give this a flick. Tighten down the drag before you cast so that the drag doesn't let line come out while you're casting, so that you don't cut your finger. Tighten it down nice and tight, as tight as you can get it, about probably, so that you can give it a good huck. And then when you go to put it in the rod holder, come up here to where your rod holder is, close your bail, find your little tension, and then go ahead and loosen your drag. And check it. That's still real tight. So I don't want it to be all the way loose. I want it to be basically just tighter, like, than just tight enough so that when I reel tension against the weight, it's not pull and drag. Like, just barely. So that way, when a fish picks it up, it doesn't yank my rod into the ocean. So that's 3 rods out. That was a hit here. That was a hit here. I think it might still be there. Something's going on. Let's see what's going on. Something has it. It's on the surface. What have we got? What have we got? A little shark or something, I think, maybe? Stingray. Well, gotta start somewhere. All right, guys, as always, when we get a stingray, we will talk about safety. We've got our hook remover tool. These are very cheap. I highly recommend grabbing one because they enable you to handle these guys without getting close to this barb here. You can see it right there. So we're gonna do what we can for this fella right quick. Oh, did you swallow it, dude? Unfortunately, this fellow swallowed this, but I do use hooks designed for saltwater. They do rust out after a little while, so he will probably be fine. These guys are very abundant too, so I'm not really too worried about him. I'll just cut the line as far down as I can and get him on his way. The sooner he's in salt water, the sooner that hook can rust out. Start rusting out. Okay, so I managed to basically save this leader. It's just really short now. Used a uni knot to tie a new hook on there. Same hook as before. I believe these are like a 1/0 circle or something like that. And we're just gonna put another fresh piece of cut whiting on there. I'm saying fresh piece, it's not fresh at all. This was frozen, but it's a replacement piece. Yeah. Let's see here. See if I got any bait left.
The crab couldn't take long.
Right? There's really big baits on the other 2 rods. If something picks those up, it's going to be very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. A little whiting.
A little one.
Yeah. So I got fresh bait now instead of frozen.
That is awesome. How long have you lived in the Atlanta area?
I grew up in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so we got a fresh whiting here. We're going to put him out of his misery and use him for some fresher bait. All right, so we got a fresh piece of that whiting on, and it's about to go out. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this episode of Fishing Control. We did not catch a lot of fish. We caught one whiting, one ray, but you know, I just love being out here anyway, especially this time of year. Almost nobody out here, both directions. The beach is basically mine. That's how it is throughout the winter. And sometimes there's some good bites, sometimes there's not. But I'm gonna keep coming out here regardless, and hopefully you guys will keep watching, because I really love doing this stuff. So again, Merry Christmas. Thank you for watching this episode of Fishing Control, and we will see you on the next trip.